Dear citizens, not only we the Indians, but all over the world people are anxious and watching the farmers' agitation which is going on in our country. 15 January talks failed, 19 January the talks are scheduled again. And I am really surprised. Should I say that? No. I had a laugh. The minister even today is telling, we are ready to talk to farmers. We will listen to everything of theirs, but they should not talk about agri laws. All these farm laws which we have made are very good. Scientists have also told, agri-scientists, they are very good. So the farmers, leaders should not talk about these laws. Apart from this, they can talk to us anything. So it is a laughing stock. Their main demand is withdraw these farm laws. Sit with us, reframe these laws. Make minimum support price also as our legal right. Withdraw the electricity amendment bill. These are the main demands, and the minister is telling, come and talk anything, but don't talk about these things. Farmers are ready. They are ready to talk 1,000 times. They are not tired. Government wanted them to be tired of their agitation. They are not going to. It's a question of not only their lives and the lives of the next generation. It's question of Indian ordinary citizens, their right to food security. It's a question of our country, our people. More than 60% till date are dependent on rural economy, and in that vast majority only on agriculture sector and agriculture related activities. So why should they give up this agitation which concerns the whole nation? Not only that, somebody rightly said, they are behaving like Second East India Company, this government, because their laws are out and out to support a few corporate houses, great friends of present government, and the multinational corporations. Should Indians allow once again to go back to the British era? No. Our farmers, their organizations have rightly taken up the issues and they are on the field. We from the trade unions have been extending our support to their agitation, all their calls of action. From All India Trade Union Congress, we told our union leaders, activists, to participate in solidarity with them. This agitation has given many innovative slogans and many innovative action programs. They named these laws as black laws. They burnt these black laws on Lohri, Sankranti, Pongal, all these festivals which were coming. They chose a day to do that. And now tomorrow, 18 January, has been named as Women Farmer Day. It's Mahila Kisan Divas. Honor to women. We should make this also a memorable day. All our men and women, unionists, should observe this day, should participate this day. You are in government job or you are in public sector, you are in private sector, wherever you are. You can bear a badge, Worker Farmer Unity Zindabad. On your badge, you can write, withdraw these farm bills, withdraw the labor codes. You can put in, express your solidarity. Even while working, you can do it collectively together during lunchtime. Stand for 15 minutes, all of you together, put this badge and say we salute Women Farmer Day. You can do it. And all our men and women, and especially women, who are in agriculture, who are in Asha workers, Anganwadi, midday meal workers, or BD workers, or they are construction workers, or hawkers or vendors, in whichever activity they are. If there is any nearby place where the agitation is happening, a sit-in of farmers is going on, they should go there. Women organizations are going to go there. Our women workers also should go there in large numbers. So much is in stake for trade unions and a working class of our country. We have to stand with those who are fighting for justice to them. So farmers are standing for justice to the farming community and to the nation as well also. They are putting up battle for all of us because, as I mentioned, it's a question of food security also. And that's why it will not be only expressing solidarity to them. It will be an answer to the blind supporters of the ruling regime sitting in central government. What did they say? Ask your women to go back. They told this to farmer leaders. What do they want to say? Don't they know that women were there always in every movement? Can we think of our first war of independence when we name Bahadur Shah Zafar, Tatya Tope, Mangal Pandey, Nanaji, all those veterans of first war of independence of 1857? Can we complete that story without talking the name of Rani Jhansi and her sacrifices? They said women and children should go back. And Rani Jhansi tied her small child on her back, took the sword in her hand, and on her horse, she frontally took up the battle with British Empire. Can we forget Chand Bibi and Razia Sultan? Our women in 20th century, they stood in our freedom movement in every aspect of its life. They were part of Dandi March, they were part of non-cooperation movement. Sarojini Naidu and several of the veterans, they were part of that freedom movement. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose built up a Lakshmi regiment. So Azad Hind Fauj had a women's wing. It was Lakshmi Sehgal. She was named as captain. Her name was given as Lakshmi Sehgal. She had some other name. She was from Tamil Nadu, a doctor by profession. So Captain Lakshmi Sehgal, she headed that women regiment. Then we cannot forget Surya Sen, that hero of Chittagong armory case, hero of guerrilla warfare. All his volunteers fighting for the freedom movement were young boys and girls. Preeti Lata, Sneh Lata died in bomb explosion. Kalpana was only 16-year-old, Kalpana Dutt. They could not hang her because she was less than 18 years. She is popularly known as Kalpana Joshi, being wife of a great freedom fighter, P.C. Joshi. Can we forget that? Can we forget Durga Bhabhi, who along with her team was a great support to underground revolutionaries? Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru, Manmat Nath Gupta, Ram Prasad, Bismil, Ashfaq Ullah, Jitinath Das, Roshan, Lahiri. They played important role. These women, young and old, everybody. And how we should forget that during Quit India movement, when whole of the leadership was arrested on 8th night, on 9th August, it was young Aruna who reached Gandhi Maidan, that Maidan over there in Bombay, on instructions of Gandhiji, that you have to reach there and get this Quit India movement started. She unfurled the flag there in that Maidan in Bombay, and Quit India movement began. That young Aruna is today known as Aruna Asaf Ali. So do these bhaktas of present ruling party, do they know anything? They demean the women. They demonize them. Some of their leaders said कि उनको 100 रुपए में लाया. They are brought by paying 100 rupees. You're insulting these women. Do they know? They respect Bebe Nanaki, elder sister of Guru Nanak Dev. Guru Nanak Dev highly valued the woman, and his sister was great mentor to him. Mata Gujri, whose 4 youngsters died in the field, in the war field, young children. They sacrificed their lives against tyrant rulers. They follow whom? Mai Pago. These are legendary names. In this whole area, Punjab, Haryana, Western UP, and some parts of Himachal Pradesh, when they were part of Punjab. Today they are in their respective states. So insulting women, telling them to go back. I could digest this because I know this is how these people think. These blind supporters of present government sitting in the center. But I was very much pained when these words came from judiciary. Honorable judges tell your woman to go back. I want to tell them, you are custodians, guardians of Constitution. You have to see to it that everybody's right is protected. So the women have all rights, social, political, cultural. Right to have opinions, right to express opinions, right to organize and right to fight, right to struggle, right to agitate. How come the words came from those sitting in judiciary that women should go back to their homes? I'm really pained. And with that anguish, I'm telling, tomorrow is not only the day called by the farmers' organizations to observe it as Women Farmer Day. It is a day to reply to all those people who want the women to go back once again to the arena where they were told only to be part of kitchens and homes, and they should not come out of 4 walls. Those days are gone. We are in 21st century. We know there are lots of difficulties yet today. We have to cross many hurdles yet. But under Indian Constitution, we have rights and we must assert those rights. And that's why I especially came to appeal to all the union leaders, the activists, the members, men, women. Express your solidarity wherever you are. Reach to the agitation places, especially in Delhi and surrounding areas. All those who can reach there, reach in large numbers and make this a memorable day that will be strengthening farmers' agitation, that will be strengthening ourselves also, that will be strengthening these turning movements, turning point in Indian history, in independent India. With these words, with once again this appeal, please make this day a successful campaign for women farmers, honoring them. Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, Salam, Jai Hind.